Welcome to another edition of the Bullheaded Podcast. I'm your host, per usual, Sean Tyson, here with my guys, Zoo and Peebush. How you guys doing?
Doing well, man. Just working this week, man. Not much sports on with the All Star break.
Yeah,
We got
Yeah,
football over with, and just
pretty weird,
little
man.
college here and there, but that's it.
Yeah, man. Didn't make no bets this weekend, man. It's a weird week when you don't bet, man. I've been on a roll, man. I've been betting like every other day. So it's been weird without the NBA, no football, but I'm glad it's back, man. Because my Bulls
Yep.
are about to whoop the Hawks' ass, and I can't wait to watch that game.
yeah. Thursday, I think, is when all the games start coming back, so you'll be able to feel that
Oh,
appetite
yeah.
of betting.
Oh,
You
yeah.
better get some good bets in.
I got 200.
Don't lose it all.
I got no. These are free bets, Pat. Free
Okay.
bets.
Gotta
Fair.
remind them.
Oh yeah,
Always.
free money, baby. I got my free bets to do, man. I cashed out a lot already, man. I cashed out a lot.
Yeah. So we're gonna be getting into speaking of NBA. A little thing. I don't think we teased it last week, but we're gonna be doing a thing called it's the top 25 under 25 draft. It's a lot of young talent in the NBA, and I would have to say that the future. Not the future, but LeBron and a bunch of guys that got honored this weekend. We saw like, hey, they did a lot of things within this league, and put the league on solid footing. But seeing the amount of young talent just in the NBA All Star game alone, it makes you wonder what the league is going to look like. So we're going to be doing a little mini draft. Starting five, something real light. Three of us. I happen to get the first pick right before the pod. Peebush will be going second, and Zoo will be going third. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this off. This seems like the easiest pick, but some people may disagree with it. Not gonna go out of ordinary, but with my first pick, I'm gonna go with Luka Doncic.
Man,
That's
I thought
fair.
you were gonna pull a Dominique, man.
Nah, man.
Pull a
Nah,
Charles
can't do
Barkley, thinking like
Dominique.
Allen Iverson, man.
No, Charles Barkley, I totally forgot about that a couple years ago. Cannot believe he did. I want to think he misunderstood the rules because I don't think he was that
Yeah.
crazy to do that. I don't think Charles was that crazy.
I would
But to
hope
me, it just seems like the no-brainer. Now, Luka has been subject to a lot of. He came out of shape. He hasn't started off the seasons as strong, but the talent is just. I could see him being a super talent superstar for years to come. So that's a nice building block. And if I'm the GM or the coach, I'll be able to put him in shape. So I won't have to worry about that. I won't have to worry about that.
You got to set up with a personal trainer there, man.
Definitely.
Needs to get that. Don't pick Zion, man, because that might be too many right there.
How about side note? How about Zion not even calling CJ McCollum?
Man, that's so bad, man. Dude, he got called out on TNT. So pretty much CJ revealed that on TNT. Next day, Zion called him.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
Come on, man. No matter how much you hate your team, man, this guy's been in the league way longer than you. You got to at least give him a phone call. All right, so it looks like I got second pick.
Yep.
I think Zoo knows where I'm going with this one. Sean, you guys might as well.
Yeah,
Got to go with the point guard out of Memphis, man. John
Yeah.
Morant, second overall. I also
Nice
thought
pick.
about Trae Young. We know that man can put up points whenever he wants, but John Morant is no scrub when it comes to the offensive
Facts.
side of the ball. And he's been developing his jumper. He's pretty much taken steps each year. And that's all you want to see with the young guy, especially a guy that kind of, he had a lot of hype coming out of college, got a little bit shadowed by Zion. This guy's the definition of a building block. He can pass the ball, great facilitator. And I just make sure that he takes a step on defense, man, because that's really the last thing he needs in his game other than working on his three-point shot, which he's been doing. So going with Ja, man. Got to rep Murray State.
Okay, you guys going with some top-notch point guards. I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to take, with my first pick, Jason Tatum, man.
Yeah, that's a good
Of
pick.
course.
Tatum.
A really good
I
pick.
got to get my wing. This guy could drop 50 any day, 26, 5 and 5, man. Got to get that wing position if I'm starting a franchise, man. Jason Tatum, man, this dude only 23 years old. People forget how young this dude is. I feel
Super
like
young.
this
Super
guy's
young.
been in the NBA forever because his rookie year, he went to the conference finals.
Yep.
Like you just forget, like, holy cow, this dude's been the
Youngest
for 4
player.
years. Yeah, and he's been in the playoffs like every single year. So this guy's an all NBA guy. And for me, Jason Tatum, best player available. I get my wing position of the future, and I get that back to back. And I'm going with Devin Booker, baby.
Nice
Devin
pick.
Booker,
Nice
man. I
choice.
can't, man. My wings are set, man.
Dude,
I got
wings
two guys
are
that
bro.
can drop 50. Two guys that can drop 50, both young, both shooters, man. Both could dribble, shoot, and pass. Oh, I like my team, man. I may have been on the third pick, but man, Devin Booker, Jason Tatum, man. My wing positions, man. I don't think you can top those wing positions.
You really
Soft-
can.
No, you
Really
can't. That's a solid
That's a
backcourt
solid
right there.
two. That's a solid two, especially Tatum, because people do forget he's been in the league for a little while now, but he's still really, really young.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tatum's a super solid pick. I like that.
And they're
Oh,
hot right now, man. They are.
Yeah,
hot.
they are. They
Tatum's
have
team,
they've risen a lot.
They're at a 56 winning percentage. Like
Yeah.
they're a legit
They
team.
climbed.
They're like 2-3 games back. They're like fourth pick. So man, they can climb even more. So my lord, they've really turned it around after that
Yeah.
garbage start.
Shout out to the I guess you could say the head coaching position, and they made a few trades at the trade deadline.
Shout
I
out
haven't
Brad
really
Stevens.
seen. Yeah, Brad Stevens is kind of I guess showing his worth, and Boston could be another team you could throw in the lump, but it's still early. We'll see how they do in the coming playoffs. But I got the next pick.
No, it's me.
So-
Nah, Pat does.
Nah, it's me.
Oh yeah, we're doing Snake.
Yeah, you got Luka. You got to wait a
Yeah,
second.
you gotta
man.
look at man. You gotta wait, man.
I'm antsy, man. I'm looking at my list. I'm like,
Like,
Luka, I'm
they're all
there.
going. They're
I got
all
like
going.
I got like 3 picks right now. I could
This
pick.
is tough, man. Because I mean, you got some young guys. I think Trae Young's sitting there, but with Ja Morant, I really don't think that would be a great tandem. Ja Morant and Trae Young. That'd be a little ball
And
dominant
two
issue.
little small point guards, man. Two little small point guards, man. Both high,
Two of the
solid
lightest,
ball handlers.
two of the lightest players in the league. I don't give a damn if they can give me 60 a game total. But Zoo, I'm looking at a couple names here, man. I'm looking at 2 small forwards.
Oh.
2, obviously they're younger guys, but I'm gonna go with the even younger dude. I'm picking Anthony Edwards in this pick, man. I think if I'm building a team, man, Jaylen
Super
Brown.
slasher.
Jaylen Brown is the only other guy I considered, but I gotta go with Anthony Edwards, man.
Dude,
Just
his
watch
upside, man.
his upside's ridiculous. I got to watch that whole Bulls T-Wolves game just before the All-Star break, man, a couple weeks ago. My lord, man, that kid's just confidence pulling up from 3. He wasn't even hitting the rim when he was shooting from 3, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Like Sean said, man, his slashing ability is ridiculous. Quick, fast first step, blowing by pretty much any defender you put in front of him. He just needs a little guidance and a little help. I don't think, Cat's that much of a leader for Minnesota. He's a great player, but, he needs a little bit of guidance. But pairing him up with Ja Morant, man, you want to talk about a high-flying duo, I'll take that any day of the week.
And genetically, he's just different.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the way he's built, like a linebacker, but like he's like his body's built like LeBron. He's like a 6'4"
Yeah,
LeBron.
and he's gotten bigger since he got in the
His
league.
body is just built. So like
It's ridiculous.
Anthony Edwards. Whew, that surprised me.
Mm.
Whew,
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards, man. Damn.
Now Anthony Edwards was going to be my next pick. I didn't think anybody's.
Wow,
anybody's
really?
gonna
Wow,
take
so I
it. Yeah, 'cause
stole
I
him.
didn't think nobody's gonna-
Man, you
I
got
didn't think
stuck,
nobody was going
man.
to take him that early because I'm big on him too. Like I think he's going to be like the
Yeah.
prototypical what you think of as like an elite 2 guard. Like it's
Yep.
just he's got that type of game.
Just
And
needs
I
to
think
play
he'll be
defense.
I think he'll be even more exposed to greatness if like they somehow get to deal off D'Angelo Russell and it really becomes his backcourt back there.
Yep.
So that's a really good pick. I'm looking at now 3 guys. It is tough. I'm still going guards because it's just too many guards that there's a lot of great guards. But
a lot
I'm
of
just
guys.
thinking
So
about
many.
and there's actually not a lot of big men, so you guys can have them. But in the era of positionless basketball, I kind of want to see this tandem together just to see how it could set up teammates. But I don't know if I have the guts to do it. So I think what I'm gonna do and play it safe is go with Jamal Murray as my 2 guard.
Jamal Murray,
the team.
man.
I had so much fun watching him in the bubble when he played against, I think it was Donovan Mitchell in the first round,
Mhm.
watching him go back and forth. Like that right there was like, man, this is a guy that's an elite 2 guard. He does a little bit of secondary ball handling, but just a guy who can get to the bucket, played really well off of Jokic. And, I don't know about the reports about him coming back this year, if it's even a possibility, but, with Denver kind of staying afloat and staying in that top 6, like, it could get really interesting in the West if he comes back off injury looking like how he did in the bubble, which is asking a lot, but just his ability to score. And I like guys who can handle the ball in, certain pinches, even though Luka can do that. But I like Jamal Murray in terms of his upside. And like I said, I was kind of surprised when I was looking at other guys that like draft. I was like, dang, he's still only 25. And he was one of those Kentucky guys that came out real early. So I like my pick with Jamal Murray.
That's a good one. Yeah, the only concern is his injury, but man, that kid can ball and put up 40 a game if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Oof.
Definitely.
So Zoo.
No, your pick, man.
Is it mine?
Yeah, it's yours.
Oh, you're right. It's back to me.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, this is gonna
Yeah.
be tough, man. Trey Young's still on the board, man.
Did not think he was going to be on the board this late.
I did not think
Really
so
didn't.
either. Oh man, this is tough. There's so many good guards that are just extremely
There's a
raw.
lot
You
of good
look
guards,
at
bro.
Shea Gilgeous, De'Aaron Fox, man, Cade Cunningham. Oh my God, horribly inefficient this year. I don't think he's going to be making my team, my starting five this year, but I hope he takes steps.
I feel like he's going to develop, and he could get up to like 45% shooting.
That's what he needs to do. He's at 30. I think he's at 37% from the field and 32 from three. So he's not doing that hot this year. Granted, he has to jack up a lot of shots, but
Yeah.
man, this is tough. I'm actually going to go. Ooh, this is tough, man. I'm actually going to go with. I'll go with Donovan Mitchell, man. I got to take him. I need a little shooting guard action. I know Ant, he can play that three position, solid as a shooting guard too.
Yeah.
But with a primary ball handler like Ja, I definitely think you can move Anthony to the to the three position. So I'm going with Spida, man. He's hit some big shots in his career.
What's underrated too?
And he's never had a good teammate, man. So I think if you paired him up with good teammates,
no
hate on Gobert. No hate on
elite
Gobert.
guard. Yeah.
Just another offensive presence.
But you know what's underrated about Donovan Mitchell, and he was another guy I was thinking about, depending on where I fell in the draft. He's 6'3", but he has a 6'10" wingspan. So he's not one of those guards where he's just a shooting guard. You could maybe almost get away. Now, I'm not saying he's an elite defender because he's not. But if he, put his mind to it, he could guard some threes because he's got the wingspan to do it. So Donovan Mitchell's a nice pick. He's a nice pick because he's going to get you buckets regardless.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Zoo?
Man, oh man, the back-to-back, man. It's a big decision right here, man. I got my name. Oh man, I got my eyes on a lot of names right now. A lot of names. Because I don't see anyone really popping out on my screen right now.
I do.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Man, I don't, man. I don't. I don't at all, man. I see some options, but I'm gonna get my forward. I'm gonna add another forward to my team, to my roster, man.
You going with the tandem?
I'm going with the Boston Celtics tandem, man. I'm going with Jaylen Brown, man. I'm putting
underrated.
I'm putting Jason Tatum at the power forward position. Jaylen Brown at the small forward position. Devin Booker, man. Like I'm getting all shooters, man. Getting all shooters. This was a tough one. This is a tough one. Like I need some more defense on my team. Add more defense, some positional defense. Jaylen Brown fits that. And now, the final pick, man, before the swing.
It ain't that hard, man. Because I don't think Zoo wants any big, so that's why it's
exactly.
Yeah,
that's why it's hard.
Yeah, I'm looking at the bigs. The options at bigs are not that good, but I'm like, to build out this roster, what would be the best fit? I'm gonna have to go with. I'm going with Trae Young, man. I'm adding Trae Young to the roster, the point guard, man. He's a little more ball dominant. Doesn't play much defense, man. But I'll take the shooting, man. I'll take the shooting and elite pass.
Yeah, value pick.
Interesting.
So who do you got so far, Zoo?
Trae Young is my PG with Devin Booker. That's my backcourt. My forwards are Tatum and Brown.
Got you. All right, that's 4.
That's sweet.
All right.
With that Celtics backcourt, man, you already know they got that. They got that chemistry.
Yeah, man. Everybody can shoot. Everybody can shoot, man. Everybody can dribble, shoot, and pass, man.
And maybe the Celtics backcourt. Maybe the Celtics backcourt would be not backcourt, but their 2 wing guys will be better players because Trae can actually pass, and that's what Boston's been missing is an actual point guard. So that might actually make them a way better team.
Yeah, I'm telling Trae Young, be more Steve Nash, man. Be more Steve Nash.
He could learn a lot from doing that, and we know he can. He's a great passer. Oh man, Zoo, you leaving me hanging here, man. Got a lot of guards still out in play.
That's the thing. There's a lot of freaking
guards. Ben Simmons. You got Dejounte Murray. If you're looking at that, I gotta shout out him, man. Dejounte Murray's almost averaging. Dejounte Murray, man, he's almost averaging a triple-double this year, man. 29 and 8. Man.
All I know is every time he plays the Bulls, he always lights us up.
Yeah. Hey, man, he's came into his own, third-year kind of guy, coming into his own. Yeah, man, shout out. But he will not be on my roster. I'm actually going to go with the guy that I really hope continues to thrive in this league, come back healthy, I'm going with Michael Porter Jr., man. That's a power forward pick.
Oh, that's a
He got that
risky
extension.
pick,
He
man.
got that extension though.
Yeah. No,
So
I
they
like
believe
I
him.
like that pick. I think he got paid. I think he's taking his time because of that, and I think it'll give him enough time to come back 100% healthy. And if he's not having to be the primary scorer for that team like he was kind of with Murray out there for a while, it just takes a lot off of his back, literally. So
Wow.
going with MPJ, man.
Man,
I need a shooting
you
power
know that,
forward.
You know that back injury, though, man.
Yeah.
That back injury, man.
And Dirk had a back injury too throughout his career, man. So
Damn.
Yeah, I think with them giving him the extension, that kind of shows that they have the faith that even though the back injury, I guess you could say, kind of came back after that, they still have faith that he can be one of the elite scorers. And people forget when he came out of high school, he played on the same AAU team as Trae Young, and people were not talking about Trae Young. It was Michael Porter Jr. So he's definitely got the talent and the upside is there. So
just needs the health.
Definitely needs the help. For me, like you say, it's so enticing to take more guards because there's just so many. There's so many freaking guards on the roster right now that I'm looking at. But I'm trying to think about positions and going with my, I guess I would say, number one trait and quality I like in players is the ability to handle the ball, initiate offense, make secondary reads, because I feel like that's important, maybe a 7-game series. So I'm going to go with a super young guy as one of my forwards, and I'm going to take Scotty Barnes as small forward.
Oh, wow.
Nice pick.
Let me go ahead and explain Scotty.
People will say after that All-Star performance,
the All-Star game was awful, and I was just about to mention that. The All-Star game was awful in terms of him doing that, but I'll chalk it up to him being the early, And then what made it even worse? Where they had maybe a sliver of a hope was when I don't even know who his teammate was. I think it was Maxey, maybe. Like had another layup after Scotty made his first jumper. And I think,
he also missed 2 layups.
Yeah, it was like that was just I would say maybe they're just chalking that up to nerves. Too many stars on the front row for him to look at. Yeah. But outside of that, this is totally an upside pick. And people say, well, you're a Florida State fan. Yeah, I am. But I'm not picking with my heart because Scotty, to me, is a guy who, once he got into the league, he showed me a lot of stuff that he can do. With him being his age, I think he's around 19, 20. He's going to be able to take Toronto to a place where with Van Vliet, if Van Vliet stays healthy and he's able to play, into a position where in the East, and they keep some of the pieces around him where they could be a big lineup. And I think Scotty, came into the league, couldn't shoot at all, and he still really can't shoot. But to me, I never really worry about that because if you could just shoot decent to where, you got to from 3 or at least shooting 33, 34, I can take that if you bring other things to the table. And I think with Scotty, his ability to dribble, defend, Scotty legitimately in college, even though in the NBA, I don't know if he's asked to do that, but in the NBA, he was able to defend 4 positions. So I think with Scotty, if he develops that part of his game where he's defending all those positions and another secondary ball handler and he knocked down open threes, I like him with Luka and Jamal because I'm not, my scoring is going to be fine. So I got to have somebody who can defend. And there's a couple guys still on the board that I'm looking at, like, especially big man wise. I got it's slim pickings out here. So yeah, I don't know, man. But
what do you got as your next one?
You got the back-to-back, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's your last pick.
I really don't know. Is it my last pick? Because
you got one more after this.
Okay, let me update my list.
No, is it?
No,
yeah, because if it's
I only have one more, and Zoo, you have one more, so Sean should also have one more.
Well, I only have 4 guys.
You have 4 guys with Scotty?
Well, I'm saying after this pick, I'd only have 4 guys.
After Scotty?
Yeah. Like I have Luka, Jamal, Scotty in this next pick, and then I don't have another one. Like if you're saying that's my last pick, I only have 4 guys.
You must have skipped one on accident. Well, Sean, you can go triple up if you want. That's fine by me. If we skipped you.
I'm about to say because it's like I have Luka, Jamal Murray, and Scotty Barnes as my player.
Yeah, then he can go 2 more. You got 2 more because we skipped you on one. So you get the Zoo and I will get the last 2 then.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then for my center, I'm taking Evan Mobley because he's another guy who can dribble, can get in and out of sets, can set menacing screens as he get bigger. I'm not saying he's Anthony Davis, but he's Anthony Davis light in his early years and how he plays. He can shoot the mid-range. And as we saw Saturday, He's got range from shooting from midcourt. So
Yeah.
if he can extend out that way, that's going to be another guy who I like. And I feel like he's another guy that's going to just get bigger and better. So Evan's going to be – and I'm also keep it real. He's the only big guy that I like out of like all the guys. So and with my last pick, I do need to get some more size, even though I like Scotty at the small forward position. I'm going to go ahead and go with a guy who hasn't really had, I guess you could say, the breakout year he had last year, but his team is doing really well, and that's Bam Adebayo, the power forward.
Cool.
Another versatile guy at the high. One thing I like about Bam is he may not be the dribbler, but at the high post, he makes the best decisions. Whether it's people cutting, he's always finding Jimmy on screens. He can shoot from there, and if need be, going down the shot clock, he can do a reverse pivot and get to the lane. So super active big. So
man, you took my pick, man.
Yeah, same.
You took my pick, man. You took my pick, man. Two-way center, man. Great passer. Good.
I got nervous because I was thinking Bam. I really thought Bam and Trey was the ones I thought I was going to be going really early. So I was excited with Bam. So yeah, that's my starting five.
Damn. That was a good pick. I was going to go because of all the centers. I mean, Jared Allen, he's there for a specific reason, and he's great for your team in that way.
Yeah, no.
But if you're looking to create like a solid roster, man, I'm gonna play. I think I'm gonna have to go with the little small ball here, and this might surprise some people, but I'm actually gonna go with Ben Simmons in my last.
No!
Actually, it's a really good pick. He can play a lot of positions.
Yeah, and that's and look,
I want him as my small ball center.
Yeah, that's my small ball center right there, baby. I'm going with him. Look, he's over his mental health. He's where he wants to be now. Obviously this is a fake team here, but we would hope that at this point he's moved beyond all that crap. He's kind of moved on with his career and now wants to win and actually earn his paychecks. So
facts.
Look, he's one of the best defenders in the league. You could argue across the board just because of to Sean's point about Scotty Barnes being able to guard 4 positions. Ben Simmons can hold his own against that as well.
That's proven.
That's proven. And the only thing is he wouldn't be able to guard a massive center, right? But in a league that's gotten a lot smaller, his abilities are well used throughout pretty much the entire court from interior out to exterior. So he's a great guy to have, good facilitator. This could actually take some pressure off of Ja Morant as the main ball handler too, allow him to just slice through the lane and all that he does. So I like my team, man. Ben Simmons is the final piece of the puzzle.
That's a really good pick because he has proven and he has the body frame that he can guard 4 positions pretty easy. So yeah, that is a really good pick defense wise.
Stole my picks.
Zoo, you still got a lot of good positions.
Yeah, come on, man.
You got some good guys.
The backcourt for the ages.
Nah, I had the back for ages, but took my dudes. But I got another center that's coming into his own. DeAndre Ayton, man.
Okay.
He's joined back with D-Book, baby, man. Dude, having a guy that's a two-way center, man, it's pretty rare these days. A two-way, either you're good at defense or good at offense. Having a two-way center right now is a guy who can also hit a mid-range too, and a guy can catch a damn ball, man. I'm taking DeAndre Ayton, man, and I feel like, man, this completes the roster, man. I got defense, I got a bigs, I got shooting. Stop it. This team's unbeatable, man.
Y'all want to go 6-man?
Let's go 6-man too, man.
Let's go we need one guy off the bench too.
Let's go 6-man too, man. Let's go 6-man too. To complete this as a 6-man, I am getting LaMelo Ball, man. Welcome to the bench, man. This guy can do it all, man. LaMelo Ball, dribble, shoot, and pass. We saw in the All-Star game. This guy really got the confidence, man. This guy jacking up shots like he's a veteran, man. You see all the other first-year guys like a little timid, right? First time being an All-Star, LaMelo Ball just comes out there jacking shots, man. Because this guy already had. He has confidence since he was in high school, man.
He's got swag, man. The confidence is literally his entire game. Honestly, that's how he came into the league. That's how he got to the damn league. Was him and his dad's confidence for him. So look, man, he got fed confidence from when he was a baby, and it's clearly paid off too. That's a hell of a guy to have off your bench, man.
Instant offense.
Combo guard, man, can play both guard positions.
Just needs
got to think about chemistry though. He may not be happy coming off the bench.
It's true, especially
Who would he be playing behind? Who would he be playing behind? Ja and Trey.
Trey and D-Book.
Yeah.
LaMelo coming off the bench.
Yeah, I don't know if him and Trey would get along, but yeah, we'd see. Dude, man, this is tough for 6-man.
Yeah.
because you got to look at a guard play, but then you're looking, hey, we've kind of all neglected Zion Williams over here.
We really have.
Yeah,
it's just because he's out of sight, out of mind.
It's out of sight, out of mind. That's a great point, but I honestly consider him like more of a Band-Aid than even a Michael Porter Jr., man, and that's purely like just because of his attitude on top of it. So he's not going to be making my team. Zion, sorry. Ja Morant is the better player, and I'm gonna go with. Oh man, this is tough. I'm actually gonna go with Miles Bridges off the bench. Yeah,
versatile
about
wing,
explosive with Anthony Edwards, Ja Morant. I got the explosive team over here, and that's what's gonna round out my team, man. I think he's another guy that's grown every year. Once he started getting some talent around him, he really blossomed. I think he could improve his 3-point shooting. He does seem to like to take them. But he can hit them. To Sean, your point, he shoots like a 32%. That's respectable. If he can play defense and run the floor with my team in the second unit, that's all I can ask for, man.
Yeah, that's a really good fit. I don't know. This is tough. There's 3 guys I'm looking at right now who I could be like, instant offense. Maybe somebody who can get buckets. It's a proven track record of getting buckets. So I got 3 guys I'm looking at. They're not big guys.
I'd hope not. Not
they have all proven that they can score at a decent clip. But I think who I'm gonna go with is Brandon Ingram. That's my 6th man. Another wing who we know cannot play a lick of defense. At his run in LA, showed flashes of being a guy who can score and make decent shots. But quiet as kept. He's put up some pretty decent numbers in New Orleans, even though the team hasn't been as good. Maybe if Zion was there, he would have been more on the spotlight and the team would have been better. But he's a guy that I know that's going to be able to get points. He's a matchup problem. He can score from all over the floor. And I feel like he would fit in well with my team. I don't think he would be.
Not going to lie. It looks like Scotty Barnes going to the bench, man.
Nah, Scotty can play D. Brandon can't play D. Scotty got to play. And I get the executive decision because he went 4 to 6. So sorry, Brandon. Either figure it out or get lost. Go to free agency. But another guy who I wish I would have chose, I just thought about thinking about LA. Another sleeper. You guys are gonna laugh me out the building, but I think because of his age and his size, hey, I thought about him as a 7th.
I knew you were gonna say it.
6th, 7th man. Just thought about him right now.
I knew THT was gonna somehow weave its way into this conversation.
On my list before, I would have chose him as my 6th man, but I just thought about him after I thought about LA. I was like, shit. So.
He
didn't make the roster.
He won't even make my 10-man roster, man. Taylor Horton Tucker, get out of here.
The G League, man. No G League action.
Dude, the spot he sits at, he sits the spot right next to Matt Thomas on the Bulls, man. That's where his position is, man.
Yeah. I just thought about him. I would have actually chose him.
He's good, but yeah. We're leaving a lot of good guys on the field. We're leaving Garland, Gilgeous,
huge.
De'Aaron Fox, Deontay Murray, Tyler Hero, Desmond Bain, Zion, obviously.
Sabonis.
We kind of forgot about Sabonis there a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that's who Zoo was going to do.
No, I thought that's what you're going to take. You love Sabonis, Sean.
Yeah, but see, I didn't know that I was going to get those 2 back-to-backs. That's why I got Mobley. Because I kind of I think the first big I was going to take was Mobley, which he was there. If not Mobley, then it would have been Sabonis. But then I saw Adebayo. And Adebayo is just really good. Like the guys on my team that I like the most outside of Jamal Murray, they can all pass the ball pretty well. Yeah. So I just value that because when it comes to playing as a team, I like people who can move the ball. I got real antsy. I was just because of who you guys picked, I didn't do it. But I was really close to picking LaMelo. It's my 3rd pick. Oh, what for Scotty and having LaMelo Jamal. But then I was thinking I would get murdered. There's no defense there. None. Luka doesn't play. Jamal doesn't play. LaMelo. I would have had 2 big guys playing defense, but none of my wings and guards would have been defense, and that would have been awful. But I think all these teams are solid. I think they're pretty solid.
Wait, so Sean, who's your team front to back again?
Yep. Maybe you're starting line.
Luka, Jamal, Scotty, Bam, Evan, and Brandon Ingram.
That's
Brandon Ingram. Man.
Zoo, what's yours?
Trae Young, Devin Booker, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, DeAndre Ayton, and LaMelo Ball.
Oh man, I got
Jaylen Brown.
I got Ja, Donovan Mitchell, Anthony Edwards, MPJ, Ben Simmons, Miles Bridges.
Donovan Mitchell can literally guard 3 positions.
Yeah,
If he wants to.
I'm alley-oop central, dude.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, it's funny because both like Donovan and Anthony Edwards, man, they're like both built like the same way.
Yeah,
Fucking jacked. So smaller dudes are fucking jacked out of their minds. Or freaking, and they're
Insane
fucking
hop.
buckets, man. Yeah,
Yep.
buckets with hops. And you know, all your dudes have hops.
Yep.
Like Ja,
wanted
Donovan
an
Mitchell, Anthony
explosive
Edwards,
team.
man. Anthony Edwards,
Super
man.
athletes. Yeah.
Yeah, super athletes.
Yep.
It's gonna be.
I'm going for the
transition's
running
gonna be
gun.
Crazy.
Yep. Exactly.
We kind of
Especially
forgot
with young
about.
guys.
I guess we kind of forgot about Hero. Would have been a good 6 guy.
Yeah.
That's pretty much his role in Miami.
Yeah.
Like a 6-man, like
Like
dropping
he would
20
actually
points off
fit
the
that
bench.
role and actually do it well. I feel like instant offense.
Yeah,
Who's
instant
another guy?
offense
Who
off
else
the
did we
bench.
forget? I mean, he's not a star, but Gary Trent's a good 6 man. He can shoot the ball really well.
Man, stop.
He can shoot.
Man,
He's
you can
good.
shoot, but on this list, man,
I'm
this
saying
list of
he's not
young
a
bloods,
star.
man, Gary Trent, man, he ain't one of these up and coming rising
He is a
stars,
6
man. We talking about rising stars, man. He ain't no rising star. He a role player.
No love for Lonzo either.
No.
Yeah, out of these guys, yeah, he's on a tier below.
Yeah, there's a couple guys we didn't.
Even
really
though he would have
mention.
been a really good 6 man, like 3-point shooter, 3-and-D guy.
Yeah, he's 3-and-D guy.
Yeah, I'm
Kate
just glad
Cunningham,
I'm
we
just
didn't
glad
even go after.
we did
Jalen
Miles
Green.
Turner. That's all I'm happy about. Nobody picked Miles Turner.
Dude, Miles Turner didn't even make my list of guys on there.
Yeah,
I even thought about.
I know. Same. He went instantly in red. I was coding for everybody.
Jaren
listening. I was coding
Jackson.
all my players red and green if I wanted them or not, and he was my first red.
Jaren Jackson's another guy. 3-and-D guy.
Who dare
Just-
say?
Jaren Jackson.
Oh, Jaren Jackson. Oh yeah, he's a
Okay.
two-way. Yeah, Triple J, 2-way player. Yeah, his rim
Uh,
protecting is amazing.
John
this-
Collins.
This has taught me that the NBA will be likely in good hands in the next couple of years.
Facts.
That's what
Facts.
I've been enjoying this for, man. I mean, because a
Yeah.
lot of these guys, they'll start pairing up with each other in the next couple of years. You know,
Oh,
especially
Zion
some of these
already
guys are
planning. Zion already planning
Oh.
that, man.
Zion's
I
been
feel like
playing
I feel like he might be pulling up Ben Simmons right now, man. Just being away from the team, not associated with not doing the whole training program, doing his own thing, man.
Clearly not doing anything.
I'm telling you, if it does end up becoming a situation where he ends up getting traded, I don't think there's any possible way where he doesn't sign his rookie extension because he's going to do that. Then he's going to probably really try to force.
Pull up Ben Simmons. You think?
Yeah,
he
gonna
might
try to do
say?
that. Yeah, and if New Orleans has to end up trading him, right? You got to get New Orleans out of it. They can't have a franchise anymore. It's over. Because then that just tells you in the last 4 to 5
Anthony
years,
Davis
yep,
and Zion Williamson, two
number 1 picks.
two transcendent young players.
And
Both don't.
they traded Chris Paul back in the day too.
Oh wow! Yeah, they had some. They had a hell of a. They are hell of a players, man. Like
They
Brandon
Never
Ingram's
at the same time.
Yeah. Seattle might become more of a viable option for them. But knowing the NBA and how money hungry they are, they might just put a team in Vegas just because. Which I think Seattle deserves a team, but they might just put a team in Vegas because the NFL already did it, and I could see it.
No, the thing is, I don't think they're going to get rid of teams. I think they're just going to add teams. Instead of 30 teams, they're going to do 32 teams.
So it'd be Seattle. You think Seattle, and Vegas?
Seattle and Vegas.
Yeah, those are two.
I mean, they'd have to put one in the Eastern Conference, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. In the balance in the East, I don't know how that's going to work. So,
Well, I keep putting my flag down in St. Louis. I don't know why they're not there yet. I don't get it. I mean, the only team competition
St.
they have is
Louis?
Chicago. Yeah.
or they can move Memphis to the East, man. They're pretty much in the East.
Yeah, I don't
they
know.
could.
Yeah, like I don't know how
They're
they're.
in
I
Central
don't know.
Time.
I don't know how they got moved to the West. Like Memphis, Nashville. Like, come on.
Because they were Vancouver Zoo. That's why.
Yeah, Vancouver. But
Yeah.
but now if they do that, man, move Memphis and New Orleans. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man.
that definitely could work. Shout out to the Vancouver Grizzlies. Their jersey is probably one of the sickest.
Oh,
throwbacks.
absolutely. Mike Bibby
Sickest
had to have must known right there.
They got
Zoo
sick
can hook it up.
throwbacks. Yeah, but that's the pod for tonight. You know, we want to do something real cool with the NBA draft. You know, like you said, there's a lot of young talent that we have. A lot of guys that's going to be carrying the torch, and maybe some of these guys might end up on, what I guess it'd be NBA 100 because they do it by intervals.
NBA, yeah.
100.
Then 25 in the next 25 years, we're gonna add 25 people. So
Yeah.
that's
So a lot
gonna
of
be
these
that's
guys
gonna be
will
an
be on the
interesting list. Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of new guys on there. So make sure you guys tune into the Bullheaded _pod page on Instagram. doing a lot of heavy NBA content now since there's really no NFL. Probably the next big thing with the NFL will be rumors here, this and that, NFL draft, things like that. March Madness is right around the corner, so we're gonna be doing a lot of we may do our own brackets or things like that. We're gonna talk about it in post production, but make sure you guys are looking at bullheaded_pod. Like I say, podcast will be coming out on Friday. All the DSPs, Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, things of that nature. And for me, Zoe and P. Bush, we're out.